So last time we have defined the Dirichlet double of algebra and prove that it is a quasi-triangular of algebra. And so it gives rise to a solution of the Yang-Baxter equation. So we apply this theory to the quantum group UQSL2. So the case of UQSL2. Okay, so maybe I recall the definition. So we take Q, a complex number different from 0, 1, and -1. And I recall that UQSL2, it is the algebra over C, the complex number, generated by K inverse EF, and with the relations. So the relation are so K inverse R inverse K E Q square EK KF is Q minus square FK, and there is another relation between EF and FE is K minus K inverse Q minus Q inverse. Okay. And we have seen last time that this algebra, UQSL2, it is of algebra. And with so the coproduct delta counit epsilon and antipode S, which are given by what? So delta K is K, K, epsilon K is 1, S of K is K inverse. Delta is E times K plus 1 times E. That if K inverse epsilon E 0. And so what do we have? S of the antipode at E is minus E K inverse. S of F is minus KF. Okay. So we have already seen the last time. Okay. So we would like to apply the technique we have seen to find an R matrix for this quantum group. But here this quantum group is not finite dimensional. So we want to be in the finite dimensional setting. So we will consider a quotient, finite dimensional quotient of this of algebra. So we pick. So we pick some number, integer, not integer, And we assume that Q is a primitive nth root of unity. Okay. So we are in the case where Q is a root of unity. And here we can define, so let I, we consider the two-sided ideal of UQSL2 generated by the following elements. So K to the n minus 1 En Fn. Okay. And we have some property is that I is of ideal of UQSL. Okay, so let us prove this. Maybe first I need some notation. I will denote by for an integer n, we set the following quantum integer defined like this: q n minus q minus n over q minus q inverse. So we define this number like this. And maybe we can note that this number is 0 if and only if so qn minus q1 is 0, if and only if so q2 to the n is 1. And so this is equivalent. Q is a primitive roots, n root of unity. So this is equivalent to that capital N divides to n. But this is equivalent to capital N divide n, because n is odd. And now if I take and set, so we set okay, so now we consider so n little n between 0 and capital N. So, and for so we set now the factorial. So we set 0 factorial is 1 and k factorial is 1 to the quantum integer till k. Okay. No. Okay, and we want to define the Q binomial coefficients. Okay, so we said no. We set this equal to this equal 1. And for k between 1 and n minus 1. So what do we have? Factorial k is non-zero, and factorial n minus k is also non-zero, because this is a product of non-zero numbers. And we set nk is factorial n, factorial k, factorial n minus k. Okay, this is just a definition. Okay, and why we introduce these notations? For the following reason. So, if in some associative algebra yx is q square xy, then we have this formula x plus y to the n is the sum for k is 0 to n of q k n minus k and k of x to the k y to the n minus k. Okay, so this is why we introduce this notation, to have this formula. And this will help us to prove that I is off ideal. So let us prove this. So what do we need to prove by definition? So we need to prove that delta I is included in UQ SL2 I plus I UQ SL2. Epsilon I is just 0, and S of I is included in I. So that the quotient is of algebra. Okay. So I recall that I is generated by k to the n minus 1 n fn. Okay. Let us compute. So k to the n minus 1 is delta. I recall that the coproduct is an algebra morphism, so we have delta k to the n minus delta 1. It is k tensor k to the n minus 1 tensor 1. So this is equal to kn tensor kn minus 1 tensor 1. And so you can see this is equal to kn minus 1 tensor kn plus 1 tensor kn minus 1. Okay, and this indeed belongs to I tensor UQSL2 plus UQSL2 all times I. So we need to check this for the other generator. So e to the n. Let us compute delta e to the n. What is it? It is delta e to the n. So by definition, what is the coproduct of E? It is ek E tensor k plus 1 tensor E to the n. Now, if I set x is 1 tensor E and y is E O times k. So what do we have? So yx is E tensor ke, but ke is q square ek. It is q square E tensor ek. So this is q square of E tensor ek xy. So this we can write is at x plus y to the n. So I can apply this formula. So this is equal to the sum for k is 0 to capital N q k n minus k n k. So x k y n minus k. So for it is equal. So for k is 0, we have, if k is 0, so this is 1, this is 1, so we have y to the n. Now, when k is capital N, we have x to the n. And so we have the other term. So for k is 1 to capital N minus 1, q k capital N minus k, k minus k, I capital N minus k. But now this is by definition capital N, factorial n over factorial k, factorial n minus k. And this is 0 because factorial n is 1. So this is factorial n, and the quantum n is 0. We have seen this. So what remains is just this. So it is y is E tensor k n plus 1 tensor E to the n. And so it is E to the n tensor k n plus 1 tensor En, and it belongs to I times UQSL2 plus UQSL2 times. Okay. So we have verified that So you do the same for Fn. Okay. Now, so we have verified this first condition. So for the second, it's quite clear. So for epsilon k to the n minus 1, epsilon k to the n minus epsilon 1, it is just epsilon k is 1, so 1n minus 1 is 0. And epsilon e to the n is epsilon e to the n. Okay, so, and the same is true for Fn. And now you can see for the antipode, so S k to the n minus 1 is k so S is an anti-algebra morpheme, so we have this. So is k minus n minus 1 is 1 minus 1 is 0. And the same for for E and F. So S of e to the n. S is an anti-algebra morpheme, so we have this. Is minus e k minus 1 to the n. So it is e and k commute up to some scalar. So it is some scalar e to the n k minus n. And this belongs to I. We have shown that I is indeed an off-ideal. Okay, so we have found an off-ideal of UQSL2, and we can thus consider the quotient. And if we quotient an off-algebra by an off-ideal, we obtain a off-algebra. Okay. So we can present it by a generator relation. So UQ bar SL2 is generated so by the image of EFK K inverse. I will denote again then by the same letter, generated by KEF with relations. K to the n is 1, E to the n, F to the n is 0, KE is K, FK, and so K inverse, Q. Yeah, K inverse is here, K n minus 1. Okay. And the same formula for the coproduct, co-unit, and antipode, of course. Well, but now with this, so we have that UQ bar SL2 is finite dimensional. with basis so we have EI F G K L and I, J, and K between 0 and capital N minus 1. So this is clear. Okay. So what is the goal here is to determine an R matrix of this finite dimensional of algebra. So we want to determine an R matrix for this of algebra. And so we know how to build R matrices. We know that the double of algebra has an R matrix. So we will see this of algebra as a double, or more exactly as a quotient of a double. To the end, this end, we view UQ bar SL2 as at what? As a quotient of the Drinfeld double D of BQ of the sub of algebra BQ of UQ bar generated by K and E. Okay. So here we just consider the of algebra generated by K and E. So what does it mean? So I recall what we have. So B of Q is what? Is the C algebra.
Sorry, so UQ bar SL2 is the quotient, right?
Yeah. Will be the quotient of this. So if you have a quotient, so you have a surjective of algebra homomorphism, and so the image of an R matrix will be an R matrix. And so it is generated by K and E. And what are the relations? This one, so K to the N is 1, E to the N is 0, and KE is Q squared EK. With what is of algebra structure. So we have seen this already. Delta K is K tensor K. So the co-unit is 1. S of K is K inverse, so K n minus 1. For E, it is E to the K plus 1 to the E. Epsilon E is 0. And S of E is by minus E K inverse K n minus 1. Okay. This is knows, so we know that this is off algebra, and we want to compute the double of this off algebra. Okay, so first, so maybe I recall that the Drinfeld double, we define it as BQ tensor C as coalgebras, and C is what? Is a dual of algebra of BQ with opposite coproduct. Okay, so we first need to obtain a description of this of algebra C. So what do we have here? We have that so the set EIKG this is the basis of BQ. So we define, we want to define two elements of C. So these are linear form on BQ, so we need to define what are they on this basis element. So on EIKG, so here I need to take delta I0 Q to G, and here just delta I1. And we have the following property. So the following relations all in C. So alpha to the n is 1. Beta to the n is 0. Alpha beta is Q minus 2 beta alpha. Delta alpha is alpha tensor alpha. Delta beta is what? Beta. Beta plus alpha tensor beta. Section alpha is 1. So this is here beta alpha, and S of beta is negative. Beta alpha n minus 1. And moreover, we have here a basis of C. Beta I alpha j is the basis of C. Okay. We need to check this. Okay, so first we need to record what is the product of C. If I have two linear forms on BQ, F and G, so their product is given like this. What is the formula? So we F times G to the coproduct Kg. Now, is just delta E to the I delta K of G, is G. Now we have computed this. So it is the sum for K is 0 to the I Q K I minus K IK. So what did we find? I don't remember. So it is I minus A. Sorry?
Aren't we taking the opposite coproduct?
No. This is a coproduct of BQ. We need to take the opposite coproduct of C. When I write this, so F is for the first, G for the second. Okay, so I recall that delta I is, so what is it? Delta I is E tensor K plus 1 tensor E. So this is Y, this is X, so Yx is Q squared XY. So we can apply the binomial sum. So y x to the k, y to the n minus I minus k. Tensor E I k, okay. And then we multiply, so this is delta E to the I, we multiply by k tensor k to the j, so kj I plus g minus k. So this is a coproduct, and we have this formula f g ei kg is, so the sum, the I, Q, K, minus K, I, K, so F, the I minus K, Kg, G, E, I, K, I, G minus K. Okay. So this is by definition the product of C. So this, I call this relation star. And so we will use this to determine, so I say, so alpha, beta, EI, Kg is equal to Y. So here we put alpha. So it is the sum. Okay. I, Q, I, Q, K, I minus K. So alpha, E, I minus K, Kg, beta, E. Wait. Here, sorry, this is. Here, K, Y, X to the K, and here to the K, to the K, K, I, G minus K. Okay. So what is this by definition? This is, we need that delta I minus K is 0, Q to the J, to G, and this is delta K1. So what? So we found only here K is 1. And I is K. So I is K, so I is 1. K is 1. So in this formula, I should be 1. Here we have 1. I and K are 1, so this is 1, this is 1. So Q to G. And now we can compute beta alpha EI Kg. So we have the same formula. Oh, I, Q, K, I minus K, I, K, beta here. E, I minus K, Kg, alpha, E, K, F, I plus G minus K. So here, what we need, we want that K is 0, and then we have this coefficient. So K is 0 to I plus J.
Sorry, K to the power A plus Y plus J. No, it's written alpha of EK and suddenly F.
Alpha.
No, alpha of EK times F. This F is K. F after E.
The big F,
big F.
capital F should be a capital K.
F, yes.
Here?
Yes,
It
why
should
F?
be a K.
Oh, K, sorry. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, so we have this. There is no F here, no capital F for BQ. Thanks. So this and this, what we have, I minus K should be equal to 1. So k must be 0. So we have I should be equal to 1. And what remains? Q2 I is 1, 1 plus G. And so what we have, it is Q square, alpha, beta, EI, Kj.
We don't get any factor from the binomial coefficient.
No, because k is 0. When k is 0, this is 1. And this k to the 0 is 1. So we have this relation. This means that beta alpha is Q square alpha beta. In other words, alpha beta is Q minus 2 beta alpha. This is the relation I gave in the proposition. Okay, so what you can show is the following. So I gave the formula. And similarly, we can show by induction that we have alpha to the k EI Kj and beta to the k EI Kj. We want to compute these linear form. We compute them on the basis elements. So, and using the we use, of course, the relation I gave. So what we found is delta I 0 Q 2 Kg, and here delta I K Q to the K times K minus 1 over 2 times factorial K. This is okay. Some easy computation. And so, alpha to the n EI Kg. What is it? Delta I 0 Q 2 Ng. Q is the nth root of unity, so this is equal to 1. Is delta I 0. This is exactly the co-unit at EI Kj, because epsilon E is 0 and epsilon K is 1. But the co-unit is just the unit of the dual of and so we have alpha to the n is 1. And also what we find here is beta to the n EI Kg is 0 since n is 0 because we already says n is 0. Okay, so we have the algebra structure of the dual here. So after the break, we will compute the co-algebra structure, and then we will be able to compute the the double. Okay. Here we have computed the algebra structure of the dual of BQ. Now we want to compute the coalgebra structure of C. So the opposite coproduct of the dual of BQ. So what do we have for, if we have a form on BQ, what do we have? So the coproduct of this form is an element of C tensor C. So we evaluate it to e to the I kg tensor e to the k kl. And by definition, so this is the opposite coproduct of the dual. So, and here we use the opposite product. So it is f of ek kl ei kj. But this is equal to q 2il ei kl. And so this is Q2IN F of E I plus K K G plus L. So this is a formula for computing the coproduct of C. So in particular, we apply to alpha and beta. So this is Q2IL. So here I apply the alpha. So alpha E I plus K J plus L. And so this we know that it is delta I plus K 0 Q 2G plus L. So I plus K 0 only if and only if I and K I 0. So delta I 0, delta K 0. What do remains is Q to G and Q to L. I is 0. And this is exactly alpha tensor alpha if I evaluate to e to the I k to the g tensor e to the k k to the l. For the first, delta I0 q to g and delta k0 q to l. Okay. So here we have shown that the coproduct of alpha is alpha tensor alpha. And from this we deduce that epsilon alpha is 1, S of alpha. Okay. Okay, it remains to determine the coproduct of beta. So this is the same formula. IL. Okay. So we have this formula Q 2IL beta of EI plus K J plus L. And so we know that this is delta I plus K is 1. So when do we have I plus K is equal to 1? There is two cases. First, I is 0, K is 1. So when I is 0, we just have here 0. And now the other case is I is 1 and K is 0. And here we have Q to N. And so what is it? This is here just one tensor beta evaluate here, and here this is beta tensor alpha. EI KJ tensor EK. Okay. And thus, what we obtain is delta C of beta is 1 tensor beta plus beta tensor alpha. And I think this is what we wanted. Do we wanted this? Yes, this is exactly what. And from this, we deduce that epsilon beta is 0 and S of beta is, I put S here, so negative beta alpha 1. Beta alpha n minus 1. Okay, so we have described the dual of BQ, the composite dual of BQ. Okay. Well, I already said it, but I recall that the dual of BQ is BQ tensor C as coalgebra. And so we have that. We have the following basis chi e to the I, chi to the G, also beta to the K, alpha to the L. This is a basis of D of BQ. Basis of BQ, basis of the dual. And to simplify notation, we will denote EI KG tensor beta K alpha L as without the tensor. It will help for the notation. Okay. So we know the coalgebra structure of BQ and C, so we know the coalgebra structure of the double. It remains to determine the algebra structure of BQ. That BQ and C are of sub of algebras of D of BQ. So bien so X in BQ maps to X tensor 1 in D of BQ and YF in C maps to 1. But if we using this notation, we use the same letter. So they are of algebra. So in particular, the relation in BQ and in C remains true in the double. So the only thing we need to determine are the cross relation. And we have this property. In the double, the following relations. So, what are the cross relations? This is a basis. So, we need to compute alpha with K, alpha with E, beta with K, and beta, so beta with K, and beta with E. And what we find, so we find this. Alpha E is Q square E alpha. Beta K is Q square K beta. And here we found 1 plus Q square E beta minus K alpha. Okay, so let us check these identities. Okay. So maybe I recall that for X in BQ and F in C. So how do I compute Fx? Is by definition. So what do we have? Here we take C. We take here BQ. Here you put negative. And we here. So this was the definition. Here we put F. And here we put X. This is the definition of the distributive law for the double. Okay, so we just need to compute this. So so what is the coproduct of alpha? Well, I remove this here. So the coproduct of alpha is this one. So I will denote by so delta 3 of alpha is alpha, tensor alpha, tensor alpha. And similarly, K is group-like, so delta 3 of K is K, tensor K, tensor K. Now we have delta of beta. It is what? What is delta of beta? Delta of beta is 1 tensor beta plus beta tensor alpha. And so delta 3 of beta is, so I apply from 1 tensor 1 beta plus here 1 tensor beta tensor alpha plus beta tensor alpha tensor alpha. Okay, now here, so this is delta 3 of f. Now, here we have the antipode, the inverse of the antipode. S inverse tensor identity delta 3 of k. So I need to apply the antipode to k. It is k inverse, so k n minus 1 tensor k tensor k.
For delta 3 of beta, don't you have the term in the middle twice?
Sorry?
Don't you have the term in the middle twice?
No. I put, for example, the coproduct here. If I put the coproduct here, delta of 1 is 1 tensor 1. So 1 tensor 1 to beta. Now I put the coproduct of beta, and I multiply twice by alpha on the right. So the coproduct of beta is, okay? So here, maybe I need treatment to compute. So delta of E is 1 to the E plus K tensor E. So similarly, delta 3 is what? 1, so 1 tensor 1 tensor E plus 1 tensor E tensor. Yeah, E tensor. Probably this one. Voilà. So K plus E tensor K tensor K. And now, so 1 tensor E plus 1 tensor E tensor K. So the inverse of the antipode of E, it is so negative K inverse E, so negative K n minus 1 E tensor K tensor K. Okay, now here we can compute this.
Sorry, can I ask you, I think the last lecture we had the, instead of minus we had plus, but on the other side it's
Yeah, but you remember that this is the duality. And so the antipode for C is, because we take the coproduct, the opposite coproduct, so it is the inverse of the antipode for BQ and take the transpose. That's why if you put a plus here, you can slide and put a minus here. Okay, thanks. That's why I put here a minus. But it's the same, you can. Okay, so here, now we can compute with this. So we have computed these two parts. And now we just need to take the evaluation pairing. Okay, so for alpha k. So f is alpha, x is k. So we are here. So alpha k to the n minus 1, alpha to the k, and what remains, k tensor alpha, so k alpha. But this is equal to, by definition of alpha, this is q2 n minus 1. This is q squared. And so this is equal to q to the n, which is 1. Because, and so we have this relation. Let us compute the other relations. So let's say alpha with E. So where is E here? Alpha of 1, alpha of E. 1 tensor alpha, alpha. Plus alpha of 1, alpha of k, E alpha, plus, minus alpha of k n minus 1, E alpha of k k. So what do we have? Alpha of E is 0. Here there is some E, so this is 0. So this is 1, this is q squared. That's what we find is alpha is q squared E alpha. Okay. Maybe similarly what we have where is the double? What was stuff I did? I missed some. It is here. Sorry. Okay, so for this relation, it is the same computation as the previous one. So let us do the last one, beta E. So there is, so we need to evaluate this one with this one. So this is, there is 9 summands. So we had the first with the first. So 1, 1. It is 1. Beta E, it is 1. But it remains 1. 1. No, 1, 1 is 1. Beta K is 0. We forget. 1 of minus, so here 1 is the co-unit, epsilon. So epsilon of Kn minus 1 is 0. So we forget. Now we use this one. 1, 1, it is 1. Alpha E is 0. We forget. 1, 1.
But it's not alpha, right?
Alpha E is 0.
But it's beta.
No, you evaluate the third with the third, the third with the third, and you flip the middle one. Okay, this is the formula. So alpha is 0, here 1 alpha k, so it is q squared. What remains? E beta. One of minus kn E is 0. Forget. So it remains to distribute this one. Beta of 1 is 0. Beta of 1 is 0. So now you have beta k to the n minus 1 E. So Ke E q squared, so it is q 2 n minus 1 beta E k n minus 1. And this is 1, so it is q to the 2n minus 1. So alpha k, so we have minus q2n minus 1. Alpha evaluated k is q squared. And what remains is k alpha. But if this is here q to the n, it is equal to 1. And so we have beta E equal 1 plus q squared E beta minus k alpha. And I hope this is a good. Yeah.
So for example, when we say alpha k equals k alpha, we mean that the
In the product.
yes, but if you write it in like in
With tensor product?
yes.
So with tensor product, alpha will correspond to 1 tensor alpha, and k correspond to k tensor 1. So this means that 1 tensor alpha product in the double k tensor 1 is k tensor 1 with the product in the double of 1 tensor alpha. Okay?
The product is again in the double on both sides.
This is the product in the double. But when I say, for example, BQ is in the double. This means that X in BQ, you can see it at X tensor 1. Okay? And so in particular, X, Y, X tensor 1. But this in the double, this is exactly X tensor 1, Y tensor 1. So you can forget tensor everywhere. There is no ambiguity. Okay, so we find a presentation of the double. We know how to multiply elements of the double. Okay. And we have this property that the ideal J, so it is the two-singularity of D of BQ generated by what? I identify K and alpha is a half ideal. The only thing we need to compute this. Okay. K and alpha are group-like, so we have this, and this is as usual. Huh? This K minus alpha tensor alpha. Plus tensor K minus alpha. K. Okay. And this belongs to G tensor D of BQ plus D of BQ tensor G epsilon K minus alpha is epsilon K epsilon alpha is 1 minus 1 is 0 and S of K minus alpha it is S of K S of K is K inverse K n minus 1 minus alpha n minus 1. And here, it belongs to I. Because K minus alpha divides. So it's a usual factorization. This is a polynomial. This polynomial is divisible by K minus alpha. Okay. N is greater than 2.
So again, but we had this convention that K alpha is equal to K tensor alpha. So we see, does it agree with?
No. K alpha is not, no. This is not the convention. The convention is, what is the convention? Yeah. Sorry. The convention is I, K, G, tensor, I, K, L. It is, so I use this basis. K alpha L, it is E I K G K alpha L. So we have, so K tensor alpha is K alpha. Okay, so this is the convention. But alpha K is not alpha tensor K.
Yeah. But K tensor alpha is equal to K tensor 1 multiply 1 tensor alpha.
No,
Maybe it's
on the right hand side here we have still K alpha, but it's not that. Is it that K alpha?
Because
Yeah, on the right it is K tensor alpha,
which is
and this is by definition, so 1 tensor alpha multiplication K tensor 1.
no, but now we have two expressions for K alpha. One is K tensor alpha, and the other one is
So this is also K tensor 1 tensor.
okay. So this is true, and this is trivial to see because I don't.
I explain. So 1 tensor alpha. Do you remember that the product of the, so here you have BQC, BQC. So here you have the distributive law. Okay, and then you take the multiplication like this. So if here this is 1 and 1, what you obtain? Just 1, so those are two. Okay? So this is the product of okay. So we have again obtained an ideal ideal of the double. Thus, d of BQ over this ideal J is again of algebra. And we will see that it is isomorphic to the finite dimensional quotient of OQSN2. Okay. Okay, so what you obtain? Here we just identify K and alpha. So if I summarize this of algebra, it is generated by, we have K, E, and beta. What are the relations? So we have the relation of BQ, that is K to the N 1, E to the N is 0, and KE is M square EK. We have the relation coming from C. And the relation from C, what are they? So alpha to the n is 1, but alpha is k. We have this, so beta to the n is 0. And alpha beta is, so alpha is not k, k beta is q minus 2. beta k alpha, so beta k. So these are the relation from C, and we have the cross relation. So alpha k is k alpha. So this is not a relation. This is no more a relation. It is k square is k square. So alpha e. So I just write the relation we just found. Alpha beta k. And beta e plus q square e beta minus k alpha. Okay, what are these relations is the question. So k square, okay. So this is not a relation. K e q square e k, we already have this one. K beta is q minus 2 beta k. We have already this relation. So we just have one more relation. Beta a 1 plus q square e beta minus k square. Okay. And with of algebra structure, what is it? Delta k is k tensor k. Delta e is 1 tensor e plus e tensor k. Et delta beta, what do we find for delta? Delta beta was 1 tensor beta plus beta tensor alpha, so beta tensor k. Okay. I can't compute un petit peu. So we are almost done. So we need just a change of generator. We want to transform this relation into EF. We want to obtain this relation. Fe is k minus k inverse over q. So what can we do? We have beta A. So we have q square e beta minus beta A is k square minus 1. Okay. So what can I do? I can multiply by q inverse on the right. K minus k inverse. No, here I can E k inverse is what? E k inverse is q square k inverse E. And so I just need to divide by q minus q inverse. So E. So q square beta k inverse sur q minus 1 minus q square beta k inverse. K minus k inverse sur q. So we said just f is this change of variable. Okay. And finally, what we just need to compute this relation and the coproduct. Then Kf is Q square K beta K inverse. K beta is Q minus 2 beta K. Beta K inverse. No, and this is exactly K minus 2. So here we have K inverse K. No? It's the same. This is just 1. So this is equal to Fk. So what we obtain that this quotient is generated by K, E, and beta, F, with this relation. This relation between Kf and Fk, and this relation, we have seen, becomes EF. So, EF minus Fe is K minus K inverse. Maybe we need to check this one. Beta to the n is 0. What does it give? Q to the n beta equals 0. So this is, we have some coefficient non-zero. K minus n beta to the n, and this gives beta to the n equals 0. We just compute, so beta to the n equals 0 becomes f to the n equals 0. So here we just recover u q bar SL2. It remains only one thing to verify. What is the coproduct of f? So here is f. So delta of f is what? Is q squared Q minus Q inverse delta beta K inverse so delta beta is this one, delta K inverse just group like, so it is Q squared Q minus Q inverse K inverse tensor beta K inverse plus beta K inverse tensor K inverse. And now here, this is F plus K inverse, sorry. So here I have K inverse, so this is 1. And what I obtain, so K inverse tensor F plus F tensor 1. Of course. Okay. And what we have shown that D of BQ over G is isomorphic to UQ bar SL2 as of algebra. Okay, we have recovered a finite demand quotient of the quantum group QSL2 as a quotient of a Diffie double. And after the break, we'll use this to determine the R matrix of QSL2.